What's good, family? It is your boy Mom back at again with another video with
Adventurous Mom.
Man, y'all already know Sade's not here right now, but the grind do not stop. We on the road to 50K, so hit that subscribe button before the video starts. But today, guys, we're at the Chicago drill lyrics that really happened. This is basically part 2 because we did part 1 was it like last month? Yeah, we did like last month. This came on April 5th, so we did the other one like the end of March or like the middle of March. But other than that, man, if we get straight into it because y'all been asking for this.
Drill is a genre unlike any other. While most rappers talk about past crimes they committed in their music, drill rappers often rap about real drama and situations going on in the streets at the time of the recording. Here's a look at it.
Cubs getting dragged by his drawers.
Is that what it was, the draws?
Yes.
I thought maybe they had something wrapped around. Ooh, I know.
Drill rappers often rap about real drama.
Cubs get dragged by his drawers.
It was cut up in his backyard.
I know he had stains all in them.
Stains?
Look.
Situations going on in the streets at the time of the recording. Here's a look at a few drill lyrics that really happened. He was dissing on my cousin, now his ass in that wood. Lil Durk is one of the most popular drill rappers to emerge from Chicago when the genre was popping off in the early 2010s. Although his career has been full of ups and downs, Durk has remained consistent with his musical output and he's put more longevity in the industry than almost any other rapper of the genre. Part of what has kept Durk relevant over the years is his ability to collaborate with another up-and-coming talent. He recently collaborated with Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty on the track Back in Blood, where he references some old Chicago street drama. In the song he raps, "F the ops inside my city, lil bro put him in the mud. You can't come back to your hood, huh? He was dissing on my cousin, now his ass all in that wood." In this bar, Durk is referencing his dead op, Mubu Crump, who dissed his dead cousin OTF Newski on Instagram Live in 2018. Not long after, Mubu Crump was shot and killed at a house party in Chicago. Durk is a member of the Black Disciples, one of the largest street gangs in Chicago. He's part of a set called OTF, which stands for Only the Family, or also Only Trey Folks. OTF is the name of his record label.
That's what I'm be saying. This stuff be having so many
They got
meanings.
two different,
Only Trey Folks. This stuff just got all different types of meaning to it.
That's what put the confusion in.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all be in the comment section be trying to help us break it down. Talking about, man, y'all just don't. Y'all, I gotta be there with y'all to understand what
right.
Break it down. Like, man, this stuff don't be making sense sometimes.
And brand, however, it also doubles as the set he reps in Chicago. Mubu Crump was a member of the Gangsta Disciples from Dro City and was a part of King Louie's Man Up Band Up, or Mubu, set. Although the OTF and Mubu camps were originally cool with one another, somewhere along the lines, street politics got in the way. Although Durk is probably the most famous OTF member, the set is more of a loose alliance of BDs than a strict hierarchy, and due to petty beef and killings that happened between the two sets, OTF and Dro City started beefing. Mubu Crump was well known for talking shit on the internet and airing out Chicago street beef on IG Live, which many of his enemies didn't like. Mubu Crump was also known for hanging out with a dude named 051 Melly, who was known as the Gravedigger for being one of the deadliest killers in Chirac history. 051 Melly was a member of the 051 Money Gang, which was a set of the Mickey Cobras and Black P Stones. Melly was technically a BD, but joined 051 anyway, and had beef with his own gang, which made him a renegade BD. So he was cool with dudes like Mubu Crump and FBG Duck, who were GDs and known enemies of Durk in the OTF camp.
So I'm guessing like a renegade is somebody who's like, they claim that they that set, but they'll kill their own set. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna say that because then somebody be in the comments like, "That's not it." I mean, it's like an informant. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody who snitch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like, I'm here. I know this my people that I mess with, but I'm gonna tell on them to get them in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think he mean by like he's a BD, right? Mm-hmm. But he would kill his own kind. Like it's something like they betrayed him. I ain't gonna say like they betrayed him, but if you know. But
see, that's where I get confused at, because if it's like a betrayal, you know what I'm saying. But it's kind of like they betraying too, because you with two different sets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why. I think that's why you call it renegade BD or whatever that means.
But I mean, like I said, I don't know about the gangs. I just know. Look, I put it like this. I don't know nothing about all this extra stuff on the side that's affiliated. You know what I'm saying?
The regular gangs.
That I just know about the regular, the folks, the Bloods, the Crips. You know what I'm saying? I know about that. I don't know about all that other extra stuff.
Yeah. It's like our generation came along.
Yeah, they start adding extra one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You got EBK and all that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Everybody
This is the baby version of the BDs. This is the middle class version of the BD. Like, why can't y'all just be the same thing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, don't confuse me.
The beef between Melly and Dirk was personal because Melly has been credited with killing Dirk's cousin, OTF Newski, as well as OTF Chino, Dirk's childhood friend and manager. The killings were retaliation for the shooting of Lil Mark, a rapper and member of 051 who dissed OTF and other BD sets in a remix of Lil Durk's song, Competition, called No Competition. Lil Mark was killed just 3 days after the track was released, and the killer was believed to be a group of BDs who had ties to Lil Durk and Chief Keef. Durk took to social media to mock Lil Mark at the bus stop where he was killed. Not long after, his cousin Newski was killed while sitting in his vehicle, and less than a year later, OTF Chino was killed in a similar way. Both killings have been credited to 051 Melly, so the beef between him and Durk runs deep. Check out our past video on drill lyrics that really happened for more info on this beef. To add insult to injury, Mubu Crump, who was tight with Melly, went on IG Live and said that Newski once threatened to kill him, so he thought it was funny when he got killed. This obviously didn't go over well with the OTF camp, and not long after, both Melly and Crump were shot outside a house party in the 6800 block of South Morgan Street in the Inglewood neighborhood of Chicago. Melly miraculously survived, but Crump did not. It's not entirely clear who the shooter was, but Lil Durk took to social media to celebrate after hearing the news, indicating that he either set up the hit or he's happy that someone took care of the situation on his behalf.
Dang, bro, you sound mad federal. Telling me stuff like he sounds so federal. God, dog.
Glad he ain't my friend. He don't know my business.
God, it's so federal.
It's
so
like,
in the bar on Back in Blood,
how do he get this information? Like, he really be like low key, like following.
Something he doing something. Bro,
like,
he mad federal right now.
I ain't mad for you giving me the information, but I'm just saying, like, you be really like into that stuff.
Man, Dirk directed it.
Right.
That boy fade.
He's referencing the fact that Mubu Crump dissed his dead cousin Newski and ended up getting killed himself. Melly narrowly escaped the shooting, only to get killed at another house party just a year later. Although OTF was not credited with the hit, it did put an end to one of the deadliest beefs in Chirac history. But Durk isn't the only OTF member who has rapped about dead ops. This next artist rapped about killing a female op who was also one of the most dangerous killers in Chicago.
Yeah.
Put a pretty op in a morgue, call that bitch drop dead gorgeous. King Von, War With Us. King Von was one of the most popular up-and-coming drill rappers in the country until he was tragically murdered in Atlanta on November 2020. But before the fame, Von was active in the streets of Chicago and respected for being a rapper who lived the life he talks about in his music. In this bar, Von raps about the killing of his former rival and love interest, Shakira Barnes, aka K.I.
Man. Real life savage. I gotta find. It's a documentary that they've been wanting. Can y'all link the documentary that y'all want us to watch at her? But real. Wait, was she the soft-spoken assassin? No, that was Kehe'Mal, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I had to look, man. But if not, link it, man, because she was different. For a female, all right.
K.I. was a female member of the STL EBT set of the Gangsta Disciples that later went by the name Tucaville. Although growing up, K.I. was known as a shy, mild-mannered honor student, she started to get sucked into the gang lifestyle as a teenager and went on to become one of the most notorious shooters in Chirac history. K.I. grew up in the area of the South Side, around 64th and Lawrence, that was the territory of the GDs. Growing up, she was like any other normal girl, but she started to get sucked into the street life as a teenager. She was childhood friends with another St. Lawrence resident named Shondell Gregory, aka Tuka, who was murdered while waiting for a bus in 2011. STL EBT has beef with a set of the BDs, who are now called O-Block. Tuka's death was rumored to be retaliation for another killing of a BD member that had happened 2 years prior. K.I. is rumored to be the one who created O-Block, after killing a 20-year-old BD named O.D. Perry. K.I. was only 14 at the time, and the killing set off a gang war in Chicago that still rages to this day. After that, the BDs in the Parkway Gardens houses started calling themselves O-Block, and the STL EBT crew started going by the name Tucaville. Rappers who claim O-Block include Chief Keef and King Von, and Tuka has become one of the most disrespected people in the history of hip-hop. But K.I. didn't stop after the killing of O.D. Perry. She really started to turn up in the street after her cousin, a kid named Taekwon Tyler, was killed in 2012 after getting hit with a stray bullet outside of a party at just 13 years old. After that, she changed her Twitter handle to Taekwon Assassin and started catching more bodies. Over the next few years, K.I. was identified in over 17 shootings in Chicago and rumored to be one of the deadliest Tukaville shooters. Despite being a female, K.I. was one of the most highly respected gangbangers in Chicago at that time and was admired not only by her gang, but even her ops. King Von himself is rumored to have been in a relationship with K.I., although both claimed that these rumors were untrue. In the documentary on K.I.'s life that aired on A&E, Von admits that he had a crush on K.I. and that he tried to get her attention several times on Twitter, but nothing ever came of it. Von respected K.I. as a fellow shooter, however, they could never be in a public relationship as they were sworn ops. Von even once claimed that he caught K.I. alone on the train and beat her up and still continued to flirt with her days after. K.I.'s name was...
It's not funny, but I mean, I'm just... Why do people do that? Like, if they got a crush on you, like when y'all kids, why they beat them up? And then be like, oh, I like you.
I don't know, but I don't understand, like... I want to know what was going through their heads and stuff, like when they was killing each other, like 12, 14, like, bro, you 14 years old, why you trying to murder somebody?
I don't know. That's what I always wonder that, like, what could you realize be going through? But I guess it was like they said, people she knew that was close to her, they got killed. I guess she felt like, I ain't got nothing left. You know what I'm saying? Some people think like that.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people get killed. They like, well, I used to hang with this person, I ain't got nobody to hang with, so I ain't got nothing left. They don't think about their life. They think about, y'all done killed my people, now I gotta come kill your people. You know what I'm saying? They don't think.
Like, thinking about it now, you think like, oh, okay, Tuka was probably like 19, 20.
Yeah.
The man was 14.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. A lot of times, like I said, it be like older siblings or uncles or something like that you be around to be in the game and members, and that's how you get pulled in.
Yeah. This is crazy.
Was so well known in the street that other people in Chicago started hitting her up to perform hits on their behalf. Not long before she was killed, her Twitter was hacked and a bunch of her DMs was leaked by someone on 4chan. There was one in particular exchange where someone offered K.I. money to kill G Herbo. It's not clear whether this was real or a troll, but it shows how well known K.I. was in the city. However, like most Chirac street legends, K.I. ended up falling victim to gun violence. On April 11, 2014, K.I. was walking down Eberhard Ave in Chicago and was shot 9 times in the chest, jaw, and neck. Eerily, the day before she was killed, she tweeted, "In the end, we die," as if she had a sense of what was about to happen. The killer is rumored to be an O-Block member who went by the name Big A, who was in turn killed by K.I.'s brother, G.I. Joe. So in this bar, Von is referencing his dead op and former crush to prove how ruthless his set is, and no matter who the enemy is or what they look like, O-Block is prepared to take care of business. But the war between Tukaville and O-Block didn't end with the killing of K.I. This next artist was killed in broad daylight after releasing a diss track about several fallen members of the BDs. But nigga, T-Roy and OD, them dead bitches. Y'all heard about J-Money? Niggas getting did the same way. I know you heard about Lil Boo, they left his shit by a tire. Bullets was hitting him, he was singing like Mariah. FBG Duck, dead bitches. FBG Duck was a popular rapper and member of the STL Tukaville set of the GDs. Duck was tragically murdered in August 2020, but before he was killed, he was one of the rising rap stars from the GD camp. Until that point, the music industry has been dominated by BDs, and so Duck was seen by many as the face of the GD movement on the music side. However, Duck built a name for himself by dissing many of his ops, like Durk and King Von, but ended up getting killed after releasing one of the most disrespectful diss tracks in rap history. His song Dead Bitches was released on July 10th, 2020, and immediately made waves in Chicago after he dissed and insulted several dead members of the BDs. T-Roy was a member of O-Block who was killed in February 2017 after getting shot on the 2000 block of East 71st Street. He was best friends with King Von and the brother of another prominent BD named H.
I think that's why they call Von V-Roy. Yeah, T-Roy V-Roy. I think that's why they call Von V-Roy. Okay. And it's crazy that, man, Duck was talented too. Like, the man was super talented.
He was. I don't know, man.
It's the game like they be catching up with them though. That's all it is. It's gonna catch up with
you can't
everybody.
even go and visit because now you got to be like, can't wear this, can't wear that, don't dress like this, don't dress like that.
My thing is, like, I feel like you can't visit certain places. Like, you can't be walking around with a hoodie on because they gonna assume you somebody that you're not.
Exactly.
And then you got certain tattoos and stuff. They might think you affiliated with this and that.
K. OD, of course, refers to O.D. Perry, who was killed by K.I. back in 2011, igniting the Tukaville O-Block War. J Money was a member of O-Block, an OTF affiliate, who was shot in the head in the West Woodlawn neighborhood in September 2013. But perhaps the most disrespectful bar is about Team 600 member Lil Boo. Lil Boo was murdered in a drive-by shooting back in April 2015. A photograph of the shooting site was released to the public, showing Lil Boo's body slumped over, laying on a curb by a tire. After that, his ops took to calling him Tirehead, including FBG Duck. So in one track, FBG Duck lays out the entire STL O-Block beef in a way that's as disrespectful as possible. This is just a sample of the song, and he goes on to list even more dead ops in the same way. As you can imagine, this diss didn't go over too well with the BDs, and less than a month later, Duck was shot and killed while out shopping. Although most of the violence in Chicago was contained within the South Side, when you dedicate an entire track to disrespecting the dead, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Duck got caught lacking in a wealthy shopping district of Chicago called the Gold Coast. Around 4:30 p.m. on August 4th, 2 vehicles pulled up to the area Duck was shopping at, and 4 masked men jumped out. Duck tried to grab his strap, but couldn't react quickly enough and ended up getting shot in the torso and later died from his injuries. Although the
I could have sworn they said his gun had jammed.
I do remember, I don't know if it was him, but I do remember them saying something about a gun jam.
And ended up getting shot in the torso and later died from his injuries. Although the investigation is still ongoing, many have speculated that the hit came from someone in O-Block. More information will likely be revealed as the investigation continues. The hit was clearly targeted, and because the shooting took place in a well-lit area where security cameras are present, it shouldn't take police too long to track down some leads. The fact that it happened in a wealthy area and not just on the streets of the South Side will probably add to their desire to find the suspect. King Von and Lil Durk have been exchanging diss tracks with Duck for years, and many suspected that they had something to do with the killing. However, Von claims that he had nothing to do with the shooting and that he and Duck squashed their beef right before he was killed. Durk was not quite as chill and released a track called Should've Duck on his new album, which also features Pooh Shiesty, where he dropped the bar, "You come outside without your gun, you dumb as fuck. Ain't no quick run to the store, they pop out, fire you up. I told my PO through the gate that I get high as fuck. She asked me how high do I get, I told her high as Duck." This bar prompted an angry response from Duck's mother, who thought the song was in poor taste.
Y'all rich out mixing in my motherfucking son. Y'all rich out mixing in Tuka. Show your crowd. Do something else besides this and music. Show motherfuckers that you really could go pop. Like my son was trying to do. He was trying to cross over. Yo, sitting up here mixing in somebody who ain't getting too about you. He was right. You probably did Illuminati
here.
here.
Cross over. I mean,
but she can't really talk because
he did the same thing.
He did the same thing in his last
That's
song.
what I'm saying. Your last song, but you was trying to cross over.
But your last song you dissed the dead.
Exactly. Like you knew they was gonna come for you.
One thing I didn't understand about the whole that last diss, y'all, which y'all probably can explain to me, was Doug had made a song talking about Chicago legends, right? And it was like all like the following people who died that was rappers and stuff like that, but you know, half of them was his ops and stuff like that, and half of them was just like, you know, people that died though. But then you come back and this, you know,
right?
That's why I don't understand. But he probably just talking like the rappers of Chicago, even though someone of them was his ops.
Could have been.
But then he come back with it. I didn't understand. Y'all let me know in the comment section like where that whole situation came from. Why he dissed the dead again.
Although Durk and Von had serious beef with Duck, it's unlikely that either would take it upon themselves to do the killing. Yeah. They're both high-profile artists who could be easily recognized, and therefore, it was more likely that a hitter in O-Block still putting in work on the streets was behind the shooting. Although at the time, Von and Durk were awaiting trial for an attempted murder case, so anything is possible. The death of FBG Duck killed the GD's chances of having a music star who could represent them on a national level the way that the OTF and 300 crews rep O-Block. Whether another local artist steps up to fill his shoes is yet to be seen. If you like this video, check out some of our previous videos. From men who killed rappers to rappers getting ran up on. We cover the most insane stories that you need to hear. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to our...
How you feel? feel? Crazy these lyrics.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I'm getting more and more of a understanding of them.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Hip Hop Daily, man. Shout out to you for making these videos, man. Even though you be sounding federal sometimes, man. Shout out to you though, for real though. This ain't no disrespect towards you, man. Some people taking it the wrong way, but shout out to you though. But other than that, man, if y'all want to see more Chicago drill leagues that really happen, y'all already know what to do, man. Please
like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, subscribe to all 3 channels.
Man, follow me and Shawty both on Instagram, man. This is the last video of the day, so we hope y'all enjoy this video. But other than that, we out of here. We'll see y'all whenever we record again.